This video will show how you can validate a Drush recipe once created. It's a pretty simple command. It's just drush valid recipe, which is short for drush validate recipe. It's a long form. And then you put in the name of a recipe. You can see that this returns that it was valid. To go back to a previous example, we have drush valid recipe demo machine. I've made changes to demo machine to generate an API warning. So see, if we actually go into this recipe demo machine, that I've changed the API from 1 to 1.1. Now if we change this to 1.0, the only specification it currently knows about, we'll see what message we get generated. Say a property was defined that version 1.0 does not support.
You broke it.
Oops, you broke it. So if we go into it, you'll see that I've added this things stuff.
Oops, you broke it.
Yep. And so if we get rid of this, we've now gone back to a valid recipe instead of generating warning. So this is a good way of testing recipes, particularly if you've created them by hand. Say you've got this here and you haven't gone to jsonlinter.org, which is a great website. Notice I have a JSON error in here. Arguments needs to have that. Then now we can run this and you'll see we get this big nasty warning to indicate that there's a problem with it and saying, hey, you need to make sure you actually go in here and resolve the error. So that's how you use the validation command. This is good when you're manually modifying recipes or you're trying to add properties to it, to just make sure that it is a valid recipe and that it will be able to be executed. This isn't indicating, anything about what it's running. So you might be running drush commands that are not valid. This is merely stating that structurally the recipe is accurate.